Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing some Crusader Kings 3. So let me finish saying the captures. Right, there we go. Should have audio just as soon as I have game audio just as soon as I turn the game's actual audio back on while I mix it. There we go. Right. We got that working. I had to troubleshoot my mic yet again. I get the feeling that this is just gonna be a daily thing. Like I literally had it working just like a few minutes ago, and then it suddenly stopped working again. Gotta love technology sometimes. Okay, so yesterday there was a new DLC released, which I believe that's why we have the Great Adventurers. Hers start now. It's recommending all these rulers, but I've actually got a particular ruler in mind based on some research I was doing earlier today. Let's see if I can find the right person. This I need. Yep, this is what I'm looking for. As you see, because based on genealogical research, I have ties to Clan Moffat from Scotland. This is actually potentially one of my ancestors. Interestingly enough. Because like I did some digging, because like the Clan Moffat website lists a daughter of an Andlaw from Norway as one of the progenitors of the clan, and because and I did some digging to find out exactly which Andlaw it is, and as far as I can tell, it's the Andlaw that is descended from this Hakon guy right here. So let's start with the Chieftain Guard of Filki. That should give us access to plenty of the features of the... Which, admittedly, this guy's he's probably not gonna last very long. He's already 77. Let's see what his lifestyle perks he starts out with. Alright, it's best status learning, and starts out with the whole of body and scholar already maxed out. Let's see, what does the whole of body trait do? Medium boost to health. Yeah, so I mean, oh, and I'll get a specific warning when his death from natural causes is 1 year away. You know, let's give him an additional small boost to his health and just see how long we can get this guy to last. Right, so not married, but I doubt it's that important for a 77-year-old to get married. Because, like, well, could be good to have some additional. It'd be good to have an additional child just in case something happens to Hakon. Because as it sits right now, if something were to happen to Hakon, then I am just out of luck. Entirely. You know, he doesn't have any kids either, so it's not even like it would be possible to just be like just like carry it on down to a grandchild right now. Let's maybe try and find somebody with a. Well, plus, you know, I can get some potential alliances as well. So who's nearby? These guys, and these guys, and these guys are my neighbors. So. Get an alliance with these guys right here. These people way over here. Or these people all the way over here. I think I'll go for the ones that are actually in like mainland Norway. Send a proposal. Got that set up. Let's find a spouse for our son as well. But he's pretty much got the same exact options as we did for. Only he has a higher chance, he has more time to produce children, so probably care a bit more about the congenital traits. If we could get him a lustful wife, so that'll boost fertility. It would be either Bjorg or Geetha. Geetha's got potential for an alliance, so. Oh, but she's too far away for me to interact with. Never mind. Let's see. Is there any way I can filter out the ones that are too far away? Nope. Not that I can see. Let's see. We got plenty of options, like Sora is wrathful, lustful, and diligent, but she's also lowborn. She gives the feeling that I suppose this lady could be within range. Needs to be interacted with. But like, you know, she's callous, is vengeful, and lazy. Keitha over here is lowborn, but she also has a congenital trait, a beneficial congenital trait. She'd also be looking at Hakon's traits. He's shy, temperate, and vengeful. You know, maybe you benefit him. Oh, and it's being vengeful is virtuous as well for all for a religion. You know what? She'll do. Right. It's time to do it all in. And in Namde Filki, he comes together to make sacrifice to the gods. These rituals not only bind the faithful together, but whether they confirm my place as chieftain of all the land. Right. Grand plot. Although the smaller plot are held for many occasions, most of the year, once a decade, the Asatruans of Namdalafiki come together for a grand celebration and, most importantly, a grand sacrifice. The plentiful blood is shed for the gods that as immediately offering goes to the faithful. Such a rich feast usually makes it for an incredible party. Of course, such an affair is expensive and certainly not all Asatruans need to be invited. And I am immediately in debt. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you get wedding gifts. It was like in the like in CK2. Let's see if we can arrange some alliances. If you can fit. Oh. Alright, you just automatically get alliances. Just as soon as alliances are just automatically given to you through marriage in this game, rather than needing to specifically arrange an alliance after getting a non-aggression pact. It's gonna take us a while to pay off the stat. I guess we could, like, raid. Conversion are also still in the midst of holding a great blot. Yeah, the grand blot. Blot can be both a grand and a small affair. By tradition, it also includes both human and animal sacrifice. Several prisoners will be offered to the gods, perhaps even doing a special choice of my own, their lives given in tribute to the gods. The beliefs of the Satcher who demand this is not actually a strict requirement. The ceremony can proceed with a purely animal sacrifice. Purely animal sacrifices if I wish to avoid controversy. So I'm actually sadistic, so it would be most beneficial to go with one of these options. The tradition matters, the gods shall taste human blood, which doesn't cost any money, or I can pay another 75 gold for only the finest of sacrifices will do, man and animal alike. Which gets me more. I think I'm just gonna, since I'm already in debt, I'm just gonna go with that one. And it doesn't give me as much piety, but it does keep me from going further into debt. Yeah, maybe I should start raiding like Alba or something. I need to find somebody that's like not too powerful. Well, let's see. Alright, raise all raiders. This is how you raise your armies and have them equip themselves to raid. Oh, not forced to cancel. As if my gold and all of my prestige has been recouped. Is it because I'm trying to raid right now, or is it... Oh, and also, apparently, can take a concubine as well. Let's see... I'll take that concubine. I do have Casus Bellat. Nice, so... So now how do I raid exactly? I'm not entirely sure how that works in this particular game. Right, so they'll automatically raid any viable holding that they stop in. Oh, and I have a grandson now. Are they raiding? Varangian guard. By the time my marshal Hrothgar comes to me with this plan, he seems to have already made up his mind. Serving with the Varangians and Nicola the guard will bring both wealth and glory. I cannot deny that part. I could deny his request. On the other hand, would it be right to stop someone in their pursuit of glory? The Varangian guard. Really, you want to go down to the Byzantine Empire? Let's see. Actually, I'd rather he stay here because, you know, I kind of... I have no idea if they're actually raiding or not. And hey, the neighbor we're attempting to raid, he now thinks more highly of us. Like, I have no idea how raiding works, so oh, and got a son. Just gonna disband my army. Yeah, it is in fact because started raiding that my grand plot got interrupted. We can choose a personal deity. They're Odin, Uller, Thor, or Freyr. So let's see. Ooh. No. The holding got a beneficial deal for 10 years. Construction cost -10. 10%. So I think let's see what we can invade. Let's see. Currently, the best we can do is conquer county. We have 2 allies versus their 1. similar or military strength. These guys have inferior military strength. Inferior. Inferior. And similar. So think. You know what, since they're considered to be inferior, let's go after these guys. Call our allies to war. And raise our armies. That's our allies gonna come help us out. Can probably turn the game volume down a little bit because the war music is louder than the peacetime. Damn, I thought they said that these guys were inferior. Oh, because we have a bunch of good allies. It's like we won that battle. Horses took your road, chieftain. We've got their chieftain captive, so we can just enforce demands right away. And I have another son from my concubine. Right. Naturally, low county control. I can create need a duchy. If I can get 125 native gold. Right, and we've got Called War. Sounds like a plan. Raise all armies once again. We have substantially more forces. Notice is now that we have 2 counties. Yeah, looks like this should be pretty easy. Like, they've only got the 1 county, so they also unlocked, so I can either convert faith and county progress speed plus 25%, or church and state. I'm gonna go with church and state because that's substantially more useful. Because I don't really have any counties in need of conversion, I don't think. So I'm pretty sure all of my holdings are Norasatru. actually turn up the game volume now. Now, because it's gotten substantially quieter. Right, stone of glass. As I struggle to make out the tiny layers on the scroll all before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on unwriting such small symbols? I squint and try again. Within short of a miracle with the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Let's see. Don't have 50 gold. Yeah, I'm gonna sell everything that's impossible to read. That gets me 50 gold. Let's try and get in on a siege. Siege maybe. Because it looks like the enemy army is pretty well dealt with. There we go. No, going in for the siege. So gonna try and interrupt, but I get the feeling they're not gonna last very long, especially not if these guys can catch up in time. Nope, we didn't even need their help. So, is there anything I can do to try and increase county control? Oh, and you go to for Miraker has been wounded and his flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. The right kind of treatment is administered and the ear is merciful. Well, he should make it. Looks like this was pretty well finished. Oh, and these guys are at it again, trying to interrupt our siege, but they're just losing again. Okay, one unread message. I've got multiple avenues for continued expansion once this war is over. But, you know, helping with my allies build up their holdings will also help me expand mine. Right. I'm gonna gain 75 new prestige. I have the option to raise a runestone. And it is customary among the Norse to erect carved monuments to commemorate important events, the death of a loved one, the settling of a dispute, the acquisition of land, and so on. Perhaps I could benefit from such a rock. Right. All fires are stronger when erecting cultures that use runestones. One of your counties will receive one of the following modifiers: Ancestral Runestone, Conquest Runestone, or Clat Runestone. Runestone will be destroyed if the county falls to someone outside of your dynasty. Yeah, I've got the 50. You know, I've got 50 gold, so I can. So. Well, let's see. The runestone tells a message of some significant event into the life of the commissioner. From the smallest peasant to a chieftain like myself, the stone records all. What shall this monument speak of? I'll go for my vanquished foe. Now that I've decided what to put on my runestone, the question remains where to place it. Memorials of victory, such as my triumph over Chieftain Burgolf, who's apparently dead, or a constant reminder of a war's glorious end. The best place in areas that require encouragement to cooperate. Of course, one or two spots do spring to mind, and it's both and that's in the conquered area. They're the ones being uncooperative, so let's pop it down over there. So both ends should have a new modifier. Yep. Conquest runestone. Control growth +5 per month. And it would appear that we are being greeted by a chieftain Baird. Might as well at least try and fight them off. It's just we don't appear to have any option to get any allies in on this. Surprisingly evenly matched. Like, it was pretty much only because he just about killed like, it's mostly because he killed just about every soldier I had. Now I need... Well, they killed a good chunk of them. And I need a new steward and spy master now. Right, so best person for the job already has different jobs. I'm gonna assign this guy, I guess. Ooh. I can recruit Irene to my court. She'll bring her whole 15 in intrigue, or I can just have my daughter-in-law do it. I think I'll just assign my daughter-in-law to the role. Well, rather than paying gold. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching the stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I've only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on what celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, great calculations, one could even predict their movement. My party does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be, the celestial realm is for the elders to know. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go for this because it gets me more piety and everything. In fact, I think I have greater level of devotion as a result. Well, just now I have 686 piety. Let's what actually do I get out of that? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what the wiki says I get. I get +5 native clergy opinion, 25% theocracy vassal tax, 20% theocracy vassal levies. Use it up to duchy holy war or objective rank. I cannot create any holy orders or consecrate my bloodline just yet. Because you need to be a religious icon to consecrate bloodline and a devoted servant to create a holy order. So currently faithful. Oh, also, I could have just looked at that as well. And my family is currently obscure. In terms of renown. Which is gained from the number of currently living members, the number of rulers, the number of spouses to other rulers. Note that ruler will not generate renown should they have any liege of the same dynasty. As with prestige, renown also counts towards increasing the level of splendor. See. Just wait till the hostilities end before we do anything with our armies. While we wait, let's see what options we have for somebody to target. Got this guy who's inferior. This guy's similar. Inferior. Varangian adventure against Renala. Special type of war where the attacker intends to move their realm to the war target wholesale. If they win, they will immediately annex the appropriate counties and move their capital there. Their old vassals will go independent. Their old counties will be given to upstart their local warlords. Varangian adventures are only available to Duke and Count tier rulers. Those becoming progressively more expensive with each successful adventure. This casus belli is never available after the tribal era and cannot be used against other cultures that make an adventure or against neighboring rulers. With Germanics launching their first Varangian adventure, received up to 2,000 bonus special soldiers, the amount going up with every same faith, same culture, or county, nearly completely controlled within mainland Scandinavia. Interesting. Where is Renula? What's up here? Let's see, these guys, vastly inferior. And finally, these guys are inferior as well. So I think maybe we go after the vastly inferior people. You know, just go after the easiest target first. I think we might also be being raided by somebody else. Got another learning lifestyle perk. Ooh. If I get Radiant, I can upgrade my level of devotion impact by a plus 100%. So now I basically get plus 10. Yep, we are in fact, or at least I thought we were being raided by some of these people. Like, so the Solomon of both and yielding to his armies, the chieftain of Levorus has the spirit of the inhabitants of Great both and for the pillaging, and say he seems intent on acquiring his plunder from me. Like, hardly anything even seemed to happen. Like, they're even still being registered as a neutral army. It's just showing that there's hostilities for the next few months. I have no idea if that's working exactly. Interesting, I made people to become distinguished. Secure opinion plus 30, number of knights plus 1. I think we were defeated by those guys. It just didn't seem to show up. But just waiting a few days. Right. There are no longer any raids happening, so let's see. I think there's some new options as have popped up. It's similar. Vastly inferior. also kind of far away. I think maybe the green ones, the ones that are inferior, or if not vastly inferior like these guys. Let's go after this guy. Call our allies in this war. Raise all our armies. Game of riddles. Riddles are a beloved pastime among the Norse. Two or more players will exchange increasingly tough problems, often rhymes when rhyming is steeped in allegory or myth. On one particular long, lazy day, my wife chiefed his both of their things to challenge me to a game of what that must be half the people all at court watching. Let's see, we have the options of this mice huge craft, this will be fun. And I think I've read a few books on riddles. Start who has no brain and is going to the dungeon. I can just straight up imprison her for challenging me. Or thanks, but I'm a chieftain and I have things to do. See, this is likely to have the best possible outcome. Yep, won the game. Names have got a nice bump. Who are these guys? Where are the hostile army? Because, like, you know, they don't appear to be an ally of our enemy. Can you not interrupt at this exact moment? Locked up. Now is super not a good time for me or for you, honestly. Because, like, you started trying to mess with me when I've got all of my allies is helping out. You're probably going to lose. And overtaxation is causing banditry due to my steward's poor stewardship skill. I think this is our actual enemy right here. This is 673 troops. Send my troops over to do something about that. And while my allies work on the siege. Well, at least one of them seems to have decided to follow me over here. I've got a daughter. Blood on the snow. It comes from nowhere, hitting me clean in the temple. I didn't see the projectile coming. Must try to dodge, and for a moment I staggered blinded. sharp peal of giggles rings out up behind me and I whirl. Well, Sturbjorn rises from his hiding spot, another snowball already clutched in his vicious little hand. Have the options of a good shot here, you come here, you little rascal. Oh no, you got me. Think you can face me and use me in Snow War? Or in Dizzy Storm, you're gonna go bother someone else. Well, this option has no downside, so maybe missing out on some of the benefits of other options. Music volume has once again changed. I've just gotta basically buy time until... Oh no, my terrible steward is injured. Come on, get in here. Well, this isn't going well. Can you not just turn around? You could beat these guys easily. But instead I lost the siege because you decided to turn around like an idiot. At least I'm making progress as elsewhere. And hey, my new goatee endorses me. I guess I better do something about how there's occupation in my capital. Really? Now you're going to help out? Now that I'm just breaking an occupation rather than trying to fight people directly? Now you feel like helping out? And being useful? When it's, you know, substantially less dangerous? You know, it's just a siege rather than a full-on battle. Right, so I'll have to get Headzall's proselytizer because otherwise because I have no other available perk or from any of the learning trees. Hey, looks like the raiders might end up helping out. Because they're going to cause some harm to the enemy army. Right, finally got our capital resecured. Nerds, I can head back to the front lines. My chieftain helps Kettle. All I see marches up to me, hauling my son Styrbjorn by his ear. This dread and child has been lying in wait around the corners, wearing a wolf skin as a costume, only to jump out screaming and scaring the living daylights out of people. So let's see. All of my options other than this one will cause me stress. So I guess if we don't want stress, then my best option is Styrbjorn, you'll need to be punished. You get weak hook favor on Kettle. You lose 10 stress because you're just. Kettle gains 20 opinion of you. And Styrbjorn loses 30 opinion. You know, I'm gonna go with the option because I would rather not gain stress right now. This guy's lasted a good long while. He's lasted a whole 7 years already. Longer than I expected. The hardest part of ruling. By their very nature, ting meets can often be extremely boring. If tempers don't flare and no one gets dramatic, then it's just a long list of low-ranking freemen in discussing petty affairs and staying out of the rain. Yet, as chieftain, I am required to be here. Growing older every second, watching the Filky, they talk each other to death, wishing for a war to save me from this living hell. So you've got the option of must stay awake. 43% chance your power through and remain incomposed. Or 57% you slump right off of your stool. I can daydream about books. Come on, why is it not locking in? Society against locking in my... Suddenly decided against locking in this particular... I think maybe... Need to slide over there. I think it's because anywhere I go will... Right, so I'm gonna... Settings... See if we can switch it over to like... I'm going to go for action lock and see if that helps. There we go, finally. Finally get to find out that will give me +3 e-learning. Which is useful. Hey, why are you guys turning around and going a completely different route? Fortunately, we got a substantial allied army attached to ours, so we can just walk over here and stomp them. And before they can finish reclaiming this territory. Yep, just gonna demolish them real quick. My Chancellor's injured. Oh, Kettle is injured. Now I'm just gonna head over here to Siege. And we get to fight them again because they just happened to be here. You know, they couldn't walk away fast enough. Now starting on the siege. Looks like our allies are heading out to pursuit. Maybe the leftovers, basically. Already at 97% war score, so we might not even need to finish this siege. Need to win. Yeah, they might basically just decided that, yeah, we can just enforce demands right now. So now my glory is widely known. I am now distinguished. Which gets me +1 champion and +3 secular opinion. Oh, and I also designated a guardian for Sterbiarn. So how do I go about oh, now I've got immediately they start the peasant rabble faction. Let's see, how do I go about getting more champions? Oh, okay, invite champions. Send the herald. Let's see. So you determine my personal deity as well. And go for either prayer, yep, +25, 8% infertility, and +0.1 and control growth. I think I'll go for prayer, honestly, because it's good to have some control growth right now. Could also go on a pilgrimage. And particularly if I want to get more piety. Escape thrall. Thralls are a fact of life in Norse culture. Lower humans captured from abroad are born as thralls themselves. Work our fields and care for our hearths, in theory. Last night, one such slave said he had had enough and fled to get an armful of valuable jewelry with him. What's worse, I go to saw the thrall all rushing into the dark and didn't think to tell anyone until the morning. Let's see, we've got the options of send a description to every village. Then to get my cloak, I'll hunt him down myself. I'll join under this is your fault, so you can pay. Or you're given under these things happen. And let's see. This seems like the best option. Yep, and I was able to catch the thrall to get my 50 gold and 150 prestige. My champion has arrived. Let's see. I have to recruit to court. I just have to pay him 5 gold. That's perfectly fine. Looks like these guys are battling about something. So let's see. Got more wars I could declare. Preparations for the hunt. Wilderness is calling out to me. It's been too long since I last hunted. Out there, there's a take of not Elafilki. There are plenty of powerful wolves. One of those would do well on my dinner table tonight. Something is missing though. Are my hunting spears too old and dull, or is it a companion I lack? I should make sure to prepare well. Yeah, a new hunting dog, brand new hunting tools, or just go on a hunt with that. Either of those things. I'm gonna get a dog. As I pet the dog, egg on the head, and he happily wags his tail. What name would suit him? Something historical? Something alluding to his gray fur? It is an important decision as the dog rolls over to let me pet his stomach. I find myself distracted for a while. But wait, I know, I will name him Amiable, Nosewise, or Gray. Nosewise seems like a better name than Amiable. Because, like... And once again, I have to turn up the game volume. Kettle has died, so I need a new Chancellor. Fortunately, this guy is also good at diplomacy. So I still can't really use this duchy because it's too expensive. Champions? Oh. Because... It's because one of my champions... Oh, I can recruit this guy to my court and become a champion. So now, religious icon. Convert faith in county. The time it takes to convert a faith for the county is no longer increases that faith as higher profile than your faith. Like that's been fairly relevant because, oh, I actually do have a county that's not of my faith currently. Let's see. Need to change that. Let's send it. They're over there. Slow progress each month, but at least it's not. You know, at least it's a bit faster than. It's a bit steadier than it was in CK2. Low control in all of my counties. Let's see, what do I have the worst control in? Oh, the newly conquered place, I suppose. So I can send my marshal. All to go. Increase control. Nosewise, beaten pot. It has become a habit to walk nosewise daily. But I am not sure which of us enjoy the fresh air and sun the most. Nosewise bounds ahead. He looks back at me and barks as if to say, "Catch up." And on we walk. So, I think these guys will probably be our next target conquest. Again, they're similar. Similar, and battles here. The library is my palaces. The library in my palace is truly a sight to behold. Thousands of ledgers, books, and scrolls containing knowledge unknown to most. This is my pride, one of my greatest accomplishments. Great minds of the past will still remember the works quoted and studied. I deserve to join this pantheon. From now I will be known as chieftain in the Brightyard, or the enlightened, the truth seeker, or the chronicler. Any of those will. I'll go for truth seeker, or why not? Pretty much any of those will work. Looks like somebody else swooped in and grabbed this place. Here. My first son can be the guardian to my younger son. These guys will probably be our best target. They're similar in military strength. Dismantle their alliance, then that could work. Now, let's see. American chieftain. Supposedly. Okay, there we go. So, apparently, I think if I take this person down, they'll break their alliance. But because I'm just, that will also, you know, maybe I should just wait. Need to worry about that, and also I'm being raided by these people right now, apparently. I think mostly just gonna like wait a little while. No, starting another war. Which if I wait long enough, then wait for this truce to expire. Or in 2 years. The scheme of forge. My spy master was in the company with great meaningfully. You do not yet know who. Someone is planning to like Cody. That's not good. Kind of relying on that guy to convert this frozen province to his own religion. Nosewise, the council meeting. As me and my counselors are gathering for a meeting, my dog Nosewise approached me with his begging eyes and a drooping tail. He does not like to be left alone, but this is an important meeting. I can have all of the counselors lose 5 opinion of me, or I can. So either way, it's like something bad could happen. Yeah, I'm gonna let the dog join me. And hope I'm sorry, Chieftain. Yards as my steward. And now, I have to disagree with you. I disagree with what you just. No sweet. I just gives a guttural growl and now Will jerks back, looking for the dog to meet him back. On second thought, I think it is a great idea. So it worked out in my favor to bring the dog with me to the council meeting. And there I thought, oh, this guy's not gonna last long. Nope. 88 years so far. He's lasted 11 years so far. Where I go, I can't escape the disapproving gaze of noble and commoner alike. Despite my best intentions, it seems that I have chosen for myself was met with more contempt than I anticipated. I retreated to my chambers and plotted what I should do. I think I'm gonna ditch the cognate them or whatever. Other than it's making people contempt me. This county is under control. Let's see. We move the marshal all over the capital. Increase control in this county. Dangerous faction. Really? With one member? It's just peasants? Once lower county control, it's an ultimatum in 11 months. How are the peasants this powerful? It's now, I have 50% lower cost to reform religions. Praise fate. Hey, afraid this has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Will you become my child, and what shall I call you? Got another child. It would cost 1,800, even like, you know, because of the current fervor into being a prophet. It costs substantially less. Like, if I could get 700. Well, let's see, 823 faith, and I need at least 3 Asatra holy sites. I have no vassals, so that's not even a concern. So let's see where the holy sites are. The Uppsala. Over here in Sweden, way over here in Jorvik, way over here in, like, dang, this is gonna be kind of hard to get most of the holy sites, other than like this one. It's right near our borders. Let's see if we can see what we can do with this guy. He's got 3 allies, so he's got the superior army. So you have to build up to that. stronger army than me they could possibly declare war on. And currently, you know, there's always the option of continuing to attack these guys if you can get, you know, Castle's Bella and everything. Oh, I still have a truce. We have to wait another 17 months before I can declare war on these guys again. So I think that's probably what I'll do, is go after those guys in 17 months. Meantime, just focus on anything that I can do to build up my army a bit. I do have fewer men at arms than is expected of a ruler of my rank. Maybe let's not go for that one, because I don't want to be losing the siege. I'm not riding my dog Nosewise beside me, and then he suddenly runs off into the takeout. My red nose shirt, he'll come back, but what if he doesn't? I'm gonna try and catch him. I find Nosewise after a few minutes of searching, happily wagging his tail and feeling like nothing is wrong. He's clutching something in his mouth, and as he gently places it before me, I see a couple of golden coins. Exactly 2 golds. Gained from somewhere. Yeah, the dog found it somewhere. Let's recruit maybe some light footmen. And that's the amount that's expected. Let's have this guy, maybe our daughter's guardian. How do these peasants have that much military power to send an ultimatum? Right, so let's see. The vile chieftain, and then blah blah blah. We have been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long. No more. We are done paying you taxes. Once your coffers dry up and your larders are empty, you will. I wish you would trade us more fairly. Alright, now super not the time. The amicable chieftain Varangian or alliance to join me in the conquest. Like I'm kind of busy with my own thing at this exact moment. Like, see, like they have 233 troops. How is that substantial enough that they were able to send an ultimatum? and some random person thinks more highly of me because this is something what my counselors did. Man, once again, volume problems. But clearly this game needs to be kept on a low volume at pretty much all times. Enforce demands. Ooh. This is looking like a real rough war that our ally has ended up involved in. And then again, they've got pretty substantial for themselves. What did we even get? What? Since when were all these guys here? I was wondering, like, what? Like, who were even defeated by? These guys, apparently. These guys are just, like, tearing through everything. And I have few champions, so I've got to recruit this guy into my court. See, stranger at court. Several times in the last few days I've noticed a mysterious vagrant steercart at court. I neither recall his face nor the announcement of his arrival. He always leaves dinner early and spends hours having earnest conversations with my courtiers. Perhaps he is nothing, but something about him sets my teeth on edge. What mischief can one vagrant get up to in a day or two? And apparently he's from a house. So let's see, he's probably harmless. Vagrant, I shall make him a guest of honor, or guards eject that beggar. I'm going to go with the trusting option if he is probably harmless. Zergar continues to slink around the court, but he seems need to do little save make people feel uncomfortable at worst. That is until the night he appears in my private chambers after dark. You have been watched by elder eyes in the courtyard, heard and found wanting. Cries Zergar, our spill flying everywhere. Grimnir wanders your court, and you do nothing, see nothing. The Gothar of the land and shall know that you have been visited by the Aesir, and that the gods watch you for improvement. As quickly as he arrives, Zergar melts back into the shadow. No search parties turn up nothing, not shred, and I'm left with naught but questions. What even just happened? But hey, I've become a defender of the faith. Which gets me monthly piety up by 20% and +1 diplomacy per level of devotion. Yeah, it seems like my allies are in a bit of a tough spot. There's not really a whole lot I can do to help them at this point. Not when they've got like 4,000 troops against them. Spouse acting on my behalf. My wife spends a significant amount of time traveling the realm with her honor guard. There are many matters she can sell on my behalf, and the military presence Chief Elder brings with her is a firm reminder of my right to rule. Let's see, I can go for 150. He prestige, 10 dread, or 10 dread and 150 prestige. And she becomes Chief does gains 80 stress and loses 20 opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. You know, I get that special option. And thanks to being sadistic. Crusader Kings, the very heartlands of Western Christianity are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness Pope Alexander to declare his intention of forging a righteous alliance to expel all the heathens in the name of St. George. This could be the beginning of an unprecedented Christian aggression. And Tyr protect us. I mean, are they actually going to aim to bother with Scandinavia right away? Okay, at least I gained 75 fame. Actually, no, I think I gained 4 her prestige. Let's see. These guys now have similar forces instead of inferior. Bleeding out. I'm inspecting the barracks at infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He's losing too much blood. Where's the physician? The other's nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. I can be like, let him bleed. He deserves no better. Step back, this is my patient, or... Well, I know well enough to be able to pick this option and save the guy's life. Our patient screams and mews and thrashes, even though 3 grown men weigh him down. Every step of the way is a battle, but your old healthcare remains calm, and eventually, a quiet focus settles over us. I'm not sure how we managed, but in the end, it seems like the soldier will live. That was an impressive feat, my lord. Healthcare says with a tired smile, it was an honor to serve at your side. See, I have the option to start a Varangian adventure. You're able to declare a Varangian adventure for the duration of the Tribal Era. This type of war is available to allow you to start a new life in a distant land far from the cold shores of your homeland. Successful Varangian adventures will not only relocate your realm to a foreign location, but also leave all your existing lands independent, including your vassals. Your first Varangian adventure undertaken as a North Germanic ruler will also call on additional troops from own same faith, same culture, or counties in mainland and Scandinavia to help you conquer your new home. The question is there anywhere I can go on an adventure to other than this place right here? Because like it seems like, I feel like I'm not gonna get a whole lot by just moving like multiple provinces to the north. I imagine, you know, oh, and I apparently need another guardian. Like, okay, for instance, kind of Varangian adventure over here? Yeah, apparently I could. If I had 1,000 prestige to lose. Like, it looks like I can go on Varangian adventures just about anywhere that's not you know, my current that's not another Asatra ruler, or basically. He's like, it's just a matter of finding a spot that where they're fairly weak. You know, I could go after these people, for instance. You know, it costs. Actually, wouldn't be a great idea because they're similar. Then again, actually, they wouldn't be similar because I get an extra 2,000 troops. So like it's also something to consider. That I get some reinforcements, and just by like I could probably go after just about anybody who's going to be registered as being similar, and that extra 2,000 troops will bring them down from similar to like make it inferior. Like, there's still the question of like, where would I even want to go? For my Varangian adventure. Which also, it has to be within a certain range. Because, like, farther away than, like, Novgorod, not over here. Yeah, it has to be within a certain radius. Otherwise, I can't do the thing. Because if they're too far away, then I can't interact with them at all. Like, yeah, I'd probably want to go for somewhere that's at least like roughly my side. It's like somewhere around like 3 provinces at least. Yep, going for like the British Isles could be pretty good. Schemer discovered. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my concubine Freitas that is plotting against my... Well... So glass. Just gonna sell the books for the 50. Can I do anything about my scheming concubine? Oh, because I have a lot of disparate tribes, I can't imprison her. So I guess there's nothing I can do. Other than maybe wait until she actually does it. Maybe then it'll prompt me for some kind of punishment. Right, lifestyle perk. Just gonna grab Theologian. Ooh, looks like the conversions are. This might be a bit faster over here. One thing I could do is use my Varangian adventure as a way to get closer to one of the holy sites. It's like, see, holy sites are here. 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 Here and here. So like, it could theoretically use if not for the fact that it would taking on the entirety of West Franconia. Which I can't even do a Varangian adventure over there anyway because it, or is that true? It's like I'm pretty sure that explicitly disqualifies them. Yeah, they're explicitly disqualified, and they have a vastly superior army. So like, actually, yeah, honestly, the best way to do it would probably be to try and, like, marry into the dynasties of, like, Sweden and West Franconia and whatnot. And try and gain access to the holy sites that way. power of the heroic sagas. Let's see. To prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably under compliments his personality. I will memorize and recite his selection on. Let's see, he's humble, paranoid, and cynical. So let's see. I have a choice between courage, ferocity, and vindictiveness. Don't think he's gonna be big on courage since he's paranoid. Not necessarily ferocity either, so maybe vindictiveness? Yeah, he's pleased. By my talk of vindictiveness. Bird Berserker, behold, I'm the singer or the rabbit. Bring me tankards of ale, women, and apple tart. Not unless you dare tempt my wrath. The man screams at the gathered crowd. Evidently, the massive warrior is bored and looking into some trouble. Perhaps his rage could be put to better use of my ranks. Is there no one who dares face me? Cowards. Knows I wouldn't give for a good brawl. Let's see, I have the option of I'll bring you plenty of apple tart if you join my ranks. We're going on raid soon, why don't you join in as my champion? Or, guards, stop this man. Which has a 25% chance to kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him into my court with an offering of apple tarts. My son-in-law, I present to you this gift as a gesture of appreciation for our lasting friendship. From a nice 50 gold. Let's see if I can build anything. Vessel fit for a chieftain. Chieftain's longship says this much about him. It tells you how rich he is, how successful, what image he wishes to project to the rest of the world. Look at my current craft and deem it lacking. As if to punctuate the thought, another piece of the rigging comes loose with a crack, the whole vessel creaking ominously as it redistributes pressure. Commissioning a new ship is simple enough, but is a simple replacement ain't good enough? Don't I deserve a vessel that tells the world about me? See, I can go for a leviathan to carry my spoils, a monster to intimidate my vassals, a dragon to roar my name, or I have no need for a costly craft. Let's see, Wormish flagship gives you +2 new diplomacy per level of fame. Monster's flagship gets you terrified vassal tax and his contribution +20%. Leviathan flagship gives you army loot capacity +50%. I think I'll go for the monster to intimidate my vassals. So let's see what our options are for wars to declare. Let's see, inferior. These guys have somehow got a superior army now. Let's see. Andre, his comes of age. I am proud to see my son is no longer a child peasant. To see my son no longer as a child but as an adult. For the longest time I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Andres the intricacies of warfare. I was naive. He has only developed a basic understanding of the subject, but at least he has learned the essentials of managing an army. I can only hope that the rest will come with experience. If I could take this place, then like these guys have a lot of powerful. They are defending against Sweden right now. They are rated as being similar currently. So you know what? I'm gonna try it. Let's turn the volume down a little bit to make sure that I'm still audible over the now louder music. Gotta call my allies needs to the war. If I can take these guys over, then I'll be able to get, you know, they've got distraction they can take advantage of because as they're currently fighting Sweden. Alright, we've got at least one ally helping out. Now by bolstering our army. Really? Really, you asshole? You're going to do this right now? Like, really, right now, right when I'm in the middle of something important. So far, they've yet to even really do much of anything. Oh, there they are. They're doing things. So I guess we better hope to get this war squared away as soon as possible. Cradled by death. So wait outside the birthing chamber, each minute feels like a lifetime. Pray this scream seems have ceased with no infant's cry to replace it. Something is wrong, I can feel it in my bones. Well, I lost both my wife and my daughter. Wait, no, I think that was a concubine. So at least it's not. At least I didn't lose my wife. In fact, I think that was a concubine that was scheming. I have a useless perk choice because I've already gained literally all the available perks. Perks for learning. Know thyself, close to the end. I can feel in my very bones that hell will come for me soon. Like an old friend, she is patiently waiting to receive me. I will be dead within a year. Well, he had a good run. He got to almost 100 years old. Come on. Finish the siege. Or you can... enforce the mains. Boom. And so now we really need you guys to come help with this other war that got declared on me while I was fighting this one. Fortunately, their army's looking pretty weak, honestly. Like, it said they had a superior force. But, like... not looking like 1080 doesn't seem very superior to me. Provided that my allies are backing me up. Let's see. Ting meets are a necessary trophy in a decent chieftain with all the free men. Period. Turning up to discuss local affairs, market, and jostle for this privilege or that. As to be expected with such large gatherings, they have a way of turning heated, and this Ting is no exception. Struggle to follow the details through all the yelling, but it seems as though men from Nomded Halafilki are squabbling over a village along the border of Branthamir, with both groups claiming the land. Let's see. I'm gonna just ditch some stress. Oh, oh, okay. That was from their end. That was showing a disadvantage. See? Although they are getting some reinforcements now, so... see, alternative reading. A dusty corner of the library, find a tome bound in leather and inscribed with weird symbols, partially hidden behind other books. It is old, but has obviously seen recent use. So, as I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. I'm gonna read through it. Prisoner in my own body, I know getting older would mean nothing. It would mean doing everything slower. But I didn't think it would come to a halt until my death. Lately, I feel constant malaise and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried that if I lie down, I might not be able to get up again. There's no doubt that my time is running out. I feel like I can do not to wait, but to await death's sweet embrace to claim me. I have become infirm. But like, he's also on the verge of death. So... you know, it makes perfect sense that I'm continuing as Chief Hakon, and because Chief Hakon wasn't the target of the war, war's over. Boom. Alright, so Chief Hakon's best thing is learning. In fact, he's already picked up a few perks. He's almost got the scholar tree fully unlocked. So, you know, let's go for scholarship focus then. Since he's already got pedagogy, scientific, Like open-minded, planned cultivation, scholarly circles, apostate. They learn on the job, and sanctioned loopholes. Also, it just needs the scholar trait to complete the tree. So here's a problem. I don't get to keep all of the counties I had before, or because of my succession type, so looks like this is just so we have this. This is my half brother, Chieftain Andret. He's got both in. And okay. I'm pretty sure I had other counties. But it looks like those weren't even inherited by family members. Yeah, no. No, only Andre has got not anything. Like it's not for a lack of brothers. Because Durbjorn also exists. So maybe Hakon will be the one to go on an adventure. But they'll have to wait until some later point in time, because it's 4:05. It's roughly 4:05 EST, which means it's time to call the stream for today. Thank you all for watching. Next CK2 stream will be at some point. I might make this the series to replace Cyber Manhunt once we hopefully finish that tomorrow. So tomorrow, Cyber Manhunt around the same time. Let me see. Who I can find to raid. Chances are there is somebody live with Crusader Kings. There's quite a few people. Well, let's see. See who I can find. Yeah, there's quite a few options. And for somebody to need a raid, that has, meets my usual requirements, a similar viewer count, well, a similar or lower viewer count, and so I'm gonna just go with the first people. From the bottom of, from the top of the low to high list.